Look at those pink lips. High set ears. Widest in hairline. Look how the head bellows outwards. No cheekbones. Soft eyes. Close set soft eyes. And a fake jawline. Just a custom jaw implant, okay? In reality, she's got a tiny chin, look. No neck. Chin to skin, almost. It doesn't look like the same person in some of those, does it? Surgery. I'm in surgery over the years. Adding bits, taking the bits away. Son of Man code, PattinSON. He looks like someone there. I can't think of it. Timberlake? Is it Justin Timberlake? No, it's not Timberlake. I can't think who it is. So, for newbies, looking at it, you'll go, he's got a blockhead. No, he's got a cheek and chin implant, custom jaw implants to try and square off the jaw. But what it hasn't done is separate the eyes upwards or favoured them apart. She's got beautiful eyelashes, look. I've still got this very small triangle. When you square off that jaw, which we showed yesterday in yesterday's show, custom jaw. Brad Pitt's a perfect example of it. When you add this fake jawline onto a woman, the face doesn't change size. You just squashed it in more because there's more skin in these places. And that's what they've done there. It's still a very close set triangle. PattinSON. Game over. Jared, I love your way. You could have just. It doesn't matter. Look at the chicken nom noms. Arms hanging akimbo to the body. Female Bigfoot. This is. Well, we know how we call it, don't we? Right. There. Now for newbies, it's a Jared picture. Jared usually gets them spot on. You say, no, look, he's got straight legs, but he hasn't got straight legs, look. The Q line still shows. The conical lines of a shoulder tilt and an hip twist give that cone in the middle of the body there, like, see it? The hands barely past the crotch. It's a midsection from Flamingo. He just caught it at that time. Here, look, she totally forgot she's in line, heel and toe. Perfect female gait. And then here, a male look. A big strong male with a massive hand. Look how big his hand is. And he's behind here. How's that possible? That looks very strange, doesn't it, look? Because you know this is meant to be a girl and she's behind him. How is the hand here bigger than that one? And there's the truth. Absolute truth in plain sight. PattinSON on the right is creating diamonds. The man on the left is not. He's walking with straight legs. Every single picture that I put on the memes will show one of these two gaits. Every time. You have an answer. Inline footfall with a space, look. Twisted hip, look. Look how the pants are twisted right round and backwards, look. Because a woman walks differently to a man. And again, rule number one in forensics, for anybody who's new, is to watch the knees. Men walk with their knees together. Women open them, creating diamonds. Again, that's the midsection walk of a woman. You understand? Robert Pattinson is a biological woman. proven by the way she walks, look, inline footfall every time, versus her husband with the big old bother boots on with a space between his feet. Why does he walk like that? Because right there, he's got a ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah. And Roberta has got a moo-moo, a lady garden. Yes. Robert Pattinson. I didn't put you in a backfire. 1 second. Robert P. should find you. Robert P. Search. We've got snotty nose. Hello, Susanna. How you doing? Could you do a more detailed explanation on widest in the hairline? I have a hard time seeing it. What do you mean? Yeah, how can you miss a 5-head? There's a huge difference in them. Men's faces fill the skull, giving them a short forehead. Women's heads bellow outwards, giving them a 5-head. Hugo Weaving. The perfect example of a 5-head. How are you not seeing them? How can you not see a 5-head? And this is what we're talking about, look. Chin, skin. If it was a man, there'd be a big... Look, how many times do you have to be reminded of what a male jawline looks like? Look, there's me. Shadow casting capabilities. Chin, and then skin is right back here somewhere. My neck is right back here somewhere, look. There's no blubber around my chin. But women, when they've had babies, get this blubbery neck, chicken neck taken out. Whatever you want to call it. 5-head, close their eyes. There you go. How can you say you're not seeing 5-heads? Dial M for Mason's look, the widow's peak. Widest in the hairline. No cheekbones. However, if I go over to, oh God, who cares? Angelina Jolie will do fine. We got this problem. It's not a 5-head, it's a 4-head. He's got a big skull because he's a big man. But he's got the teeth of a lion, rectangular shape, far apart eyes, and a square jawline, and no chin to skin look. He's got a chin to skin like me. Robert Pattinson's got thicker eyebrows than most guys, right? So, which part of custom jaw, custom cheek, come on, where's the brow? Don't make me, right, there we go. And custom brow bones. Which part of these are you not researching? They can do it to the whole skull look. To try and give the male cheeks, the male skull, the male brow, the male jaw placed over a female skull. A sloping jawline and a fake square. They can't separate the mouth. They can't make the mouth wider, give them bigger dental arches, bigger nostrils. They can't do any of this shite. They wish they could. But there's your answer. Custom jaw, custom cheek, custom brow bones. So when looking at Angelina Jolie's face, which is a mass, look how big that triangle is. Because the face fills that skull. It's not pushed downwards like Hugo's. A good picture would be next to Brad, right? Angelina and Brad. When Brad had short hair, of course. There's your custom jaw implant, right? But it's still almost chin to skin look compared to Angelina. But who's got the bigger face? Whose eyes are further apart? Who's got the bigger mouth? And then, of course, the 5-head. She's widest in the hairline. Look how the hairline bellows outwards, but not on him. Remember, they all have hairlines pulled backwards and forwards and shaped. They have all sorts of work done to them. But what you can't change is that original design that God put in there. You can move the hair around. You can put brows in. You can make the nose bigger or smaller. But you're not messing with a dental arch, and you're not messing with those eyes. That's why the triangle's there. It's centre of operations. So Robert Pattinson has a sloping jawline, look, but his boyfriend doesn't. And I bet if you get them both smiling together, the bigger teeth are on this little gentleman here. The one who's got the bigger hands. What was that? When's the last time you wore your trousers up to your belly button, fellas? Separation of the knee, rule number 1. Look at that bitch in the background with the foot. She's doing ballet, look. Diamond in the knees, separation of the knee. It's a woman, final answer. No matter how you try and mince this up, God made it simple to see. Let him with eyes see and those with ears listen. When's the last time you walked like that, Peter? Never! That's right, because I'm a bloke, Marv. So, once you get the hang of it, and you can see the faces, you need to learn the gaits. Remember, I agree. You can do a lot to the face. You can raise and lower ears, move the hairline back, put a brow bone in, put a jawbone in, change the shape of the nose, fatten or thin a lip. Yes, you can. You can do all of those things. I agree, Bevy. Yes, you can. I've said it all along. But what you can't do is move that diddy little triangle in the middle. Do. You've got a tiny face. The boyfriend's got further apart eyes, a squarer jawbone lot, broader shoulders. Who's that? Suki Waterhouse, of course it is. I knew the face. Right there, it reminds me of Miley Cyrus. Look at the girl face, the soft face. You know what it looks like there to me? Chandler out of Friends. I'm seeing Matthew Perry. So, they can add bits to the face, agreed. But what they can't do is separate the skull and move the eyes apart and widen the dental arch for the woman. And what they can't do is close the eyes and make smaller dental arches for men. You can't do it. That's why when you look at, oh gosh, Esther Ranson's a perfect example. Esther Ranson. Who say to mum, why has she got big teeth like that? My mum, right, had, I get my smile from my mum, I really do, but her smile was not like mine. And this one matches mine. That's a big triangle, right? Esther Ranson with the huge teeth. They're the, oh, Marlowe, you stink dog. They look like turkey teeth. They're not the original ones. That's old. Let's get one when she was young. He was younger. Look at that mouth. Fellas, if at any point in your life a woman comes up and shows dentures like that, you should run. Especially if you're about to have a blowjob. Is that the son? It's got to be. They both got big teeth. I'm trying to find a young one. There we go. There's the originals. Oh, they might still be turkeys. Maybe he's not young enough. He might have kept his dentures all along. Who knows? He's got a huge square head, lot. Draw a triangle. Look how the head is widest in the cheekbones, lot. You can see them, lot. The cheekbones. Not in the hairline. The face fills the skull. Massive set of teeth. Large, low set ears that line up with the teeth, just like mine. Esther Ranson. And then you put them against the little lady on the left with the round head lot. She's Chubby Wubby was a woman. Esther wins. So does Esther's son. Esther's son's got some big feet, hasn't he? Both of them. Hello, we've got a double sighting. Esther Ranson, dentures. I will know thee by thy teeth. Why did you dress like Batman there? AI. Right, let's come back. Robert Pattinson. When Google stops lagging me here. I'm at quick access. You bitch. I've been searching the wrong file. Do you know what? I bet there was a Madeline Stowe. Have I still got that one there? I have. Search. I searched the wrong file. What a fanny. Let's see if I've already got Madeline. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Anytime today. Robert Pattinson, did I get enough gates? I did, didn't I? I'm at the end of pictures anyway. And I'm sure I've got Pattinson. I'll find out in a second. Let's just go back to that last gate. I'm going to sneeze again. Maybe not. Come on, sneeze, I dare you. My nose is tickling. Anytime today, computer. Madeline Stowe. Oh, come on. Madeline Stowe. I don't think it's there. I already did search it. It might have been in the right one that time, though. Come on. Yeah, I don't think it's there, Peter. Right, we've got Madeline ready. Anyway. Robert P. Search. Right, we've got that one. I'll leave that open just for now because I'm sure I have got Pattinson. And then we'll move on. Sean Penn. We've done Sean Penn, haven't we? There's no way Sean Penn hasn't been it. I think I remember doing it with the, what do they call him? El Chapo. Shut up. I'm sure I've done Sean Penn. I've got a cold. I'm not sick. I'm a man, baby. He's got a bunged up nose. Look, there it is, look. F-R-I. Because I've got a faulty keyboard and mouse. Kevin Clark. It's not coming up. I could have sworn I've done it. I just saw it. Did I see it? No. No, I didn't. Right, let's do Sean Penn. I could have sworn I've done it. Bloody nightmare. Pattinson, backfire, Robert P. What are you saying? There we go. Tweety. Who are we looking for? Robert Pattinson. Robert Evans, Irvine, Hussein, Kardashian, Maury, M-N-O-P. There we go. Patrick. Stop it. Why does it keep going down? Because there's loads of Roberts. Robert Palmer, Pastor Valley, Patrick Pattinson. There she is. Oh, where's that gone? Dang it. do 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 do. Do 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 do. Robert Pattinson.